In order for you to expect change, you have to accept change. Some of you may or may not have heard of that slogan, that metaphor. I am Impact Divine, and welcome back to You Matter. And this is the platform what is dedicated to you because you matter. So this quick video is going to be about how can you change the energy around you so that you can manifest your desires and the things you want. Okay, so with that slogan I just said, in order to expect the change, we have to accept the change. That's usually easier said than done. Some people can change, some people change their ideas, some people do it like clockwork. Others, it's not so easy. When you are accustomed to a certain way of your life, even if you are comfortable with it or not comfortable with it, it's really hard to get out of your comfort zone. And there's a lot of people that want to change their life right now. But if someone told you right now would drop everything what you're doing and walk this way with nothing in your hand, I don't feel 100% of people is going to follow that. I feel like there's going to be a good 90% of people saying, who's going to be there? What do we need to bring? What if this happens, right? The would have shed, the would have, should have, could have, which is normal. So this is a simple technique that I was thinking about in my head, and it was around in my head for probably like the past couple of days. I was thinking about this, and these are simple, easy techniques that you can do to change the energy. Because before we even could get our physical self to move to the change and get accustomed to the change, we have to work with our mental first. Our mental has to believe it, because the first thing we are hearing is our thought process that's telling us something that can't change. So if someone's telling you that it's possible that you can be able to be a multimillionaire, or you could be able to have your new home, whatever the case is, or something you want to change in your life, immediately your brain, your negative subconscious is already feeding information to you that's going to come to your heart and come to your body to keep you in a still energy to make you feel like nothing can be done, right? So simple technique that I was thinking about that you can be able to do to slowly work on the narrative to be accustomed to change, because that's the first step. We have to be comfortable with the change. It's not saying that a lot of us don't want change to happen, but we also have to realize the things that come behind the change. Change is going to be uncomfortable. Yes, because this is something different here, right? In order for us to have something to come towards us, a lot of times we have to take something away, or something has to get removed from us, right? Okay, here's a simple technique you can try. This is going to get you in a comfortable energy of being accustomed to change. Let's think of something that you do in your life right now at the moment. Something you've been doing for the past 15, 10, 20 years here. This could be anything from where you put your clothes on at, okay? Maybe some of you guys changing your bedroom. Do something simple, changing your bathroom. This could be somewhere that you go get your coffee, a certain direction that you take, and you've been taking it like clockwork for 15, 20 years. Yes, you're going to have the anxiety. Your negative subconscious is going to say, well, I can't do that, because if I take this different change in direction, it could take me out of my route, etc., etc. Remember, the key word is you're trying to be comfortable with change, because the key word of change is something is changing. On a spiritual aspect, it's the energy that's changing as well. The energy change, and then things change physically, right? So you're trying to get accustomed for things to change. I always say start small. When you start small, you can work your way up to the bigger things. So do something simple in your life that you do all the time here, right? And maybe in the back of your mind, some of you have been thinking, damn, I want to do something different. Maybe you get a Moco Lotto, but you've been thinking to yourself, damn, I want to try something a little different this time. Do it. Put some things down on your list here, okay? Get your notebook and pen and put some things on your list here that is small. We're going to start with small. We don't want to start with big, because when we start with something big, that does cause the anxiety, that causes the fear, and that causes us to stay in a still energy. And when we stay in a still energy, okay, still energy means you're staying still, you're staying put. What do you think is happening with the production flow of change? Nothing's changing around you. Everything is still staying the same, and then you're seeing the same results, and then that has an effect towards what you're trying to manifest, right? And a lot of you are manifesting, but you're manifesting the same results. You're not manifesting the things that you want to change here, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take a physical action. You're going to write down some things that you do that's the simplest things that you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to give you another example. Let's say you do Pilates every Wednesday, and you've been doing it every Wednesday for years, all right? Now, some of you might say, well, listen, I have to do Pilates on a Wednesday here because that's the only availability I have from time from work. Okay, Switch up the time that you do it. Instead of doing it in the morning, switch it up at night. When you do something small in your list of what you need to change, it is going to feel uncomfortable. Okay, your negative subconscious is going to make you feel like what you're doing is wrong. In reality, you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. That is the title of that. And the key word of stepping outside of your comfort zone is that you're supposed to feel uncomfortable. Yes, change can feel uncomfortable, but only for an amount of time that you let it. Okay, feeling uncomfortable is a normal energy that you're supposed to feel. But after you feel that, you're supposed to help rewrite this state and say, listen, even though this change may feel uncomfortable, this change here is for my highest good here. Okay, so again, make a simple list of things that you do on a regular, like clockwork. Okay, coming down from the way you wash your clothes, what you pick up at the grocery store. It even could be something you pick up the same dinner or the same thing at the grocery store. Make a change. Put something new on the menu. Try something different here, because that is the key word of change. Doing something different, changing the narrative of something. When we make a physical change, right, we could connect that with our mental, and we can tell our mental, you know what, this change wasn't that bad, and I want you to do something else. Whatever these small steps or something you do, you don't have to do it all at once and cram yourself. Something you can do for the week or for the day. Get a journal and write to yourself, how did that make you feel when you made that change? And yes, you might have mixed emotions. You might be afraid. Some of you might say, I feel like I want to go back to my normal. But if you know at the end of the day what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to change in your life here, that's your goal. I feel like you also should get kind of a vision board here, right? Write on your vision board the main big changes in your life that you are trying to make. And for a lot of you, a lot of these changes you're trying to make is things that's been affecting your life for a very long time here. That is the common denominator here of what you're trying to change here. So always look back at that. Even when you feel yourself getting in a stuck energy and you're feeling afraid and you feel like you want to run back to what you feel is comfortable, remember, what you're running back to, what you feel is comfortable, is not really comfortable. That's the fear scapegoat to keep you there and keep you stuck. So before you run back, think back and look at the big, what you have it in big bold letters, write it big, of what you're trying to change in your life. Once you start getting accustomed to these small things you're trying to change, start manifesting small. This is another thing you can do that's helpful. Write on your list of what you're changing, right next to it, small things you're going to try to manifest. So have it aligned with that. Do something small that you're trying to manifest and bring into your life here, and you will start to see the results here. That's also going to make you change your belief system. It's going to help you to stop putting beliefs on yourself, and most importantly, it is going to help you change the energy flow. Okay, because energy is real. I don't care if you're spiritual, if you're scientist, I don't care what you is. Energy exists and energy is real here. Okay, and energy causes you to feel, so you're going to change it. You want to bring change in production flow. And when you start to change this narrative, right, and you work on your mindset, right, and you get that confidence to make some type of physical change, you will start to see results. If you don't change your mind frame, right, if you stay stuck in your head and say, no, I can't do this, I can't do that, it won't happen, right? Energy, which is aka change, can't bring things into your life for you to make changes, for you to manifest what you want. But the moment you open your heart and open your mind here and make a little change to something, make a little tweak to something, you can see some type of energy change that comes in that can help you to manifest what you want here, okay? I feel that it's a simple technique, but honestly, I feel the simple technique is powerful. Do I feel like there's something that can happen overnight? No, it's going to take work here, because to me, I feel like it all depends on the things that you are trying to change within your life here. And if you've been struggling with these things for a long, long time here, that is showing how much of, I would say, fear that you're having around it, okay? That is how much you're having a limited belief around some of the things that you want as well. But this was something that was in my head for the past couple of days here, and I said, you know what? That's powerful. In order for us to accept change, expect it, we're expecting a change, okay? We're manifesting and praying for the things that we want to change, but what are some things that we could accept in our life, right? What are some things that we can say, okay, I'm not going to have this, I don't have this right now, and that's okay. But I am open to what I can have. But I feel like you can do something really simple to changing things that's in front of you right now. Something simple that you can change in front of you right now, where you could take baby steps to. to change within yourself here. Feel free to look in the comment, to write in the comment section to tell me how you feel about this. If you have tried this, feel free to let me know in the comment section as well. How did it work for you? How do you feel? Remember, journaling this process is very important towards you because you can look back towards it, okay? But I felt like this is something I wanted to share for you guys, and I really hope that it would help any of you in any type of way here, because I feel like you can manifest the things that you want. And I feel like that this is your season for you to change your life. Anything in your life right now that you're trying to change for your highest good, you have that potential to do it. It's all about your faith. It's all about your confidence, and it's definitely all about your belief. When we work on those things and we work on it mentally, we can connect with our heart, we can connect with our body here, and that's how we get that production flow going, and that's how we start to see the results come in. Thank you for taking time of listening to me on You Matter, where this channel is dedicated to you because you matter here. I'm Empath Divine here, and I will catch you guys again with another random post here that is good for your highest good. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.